Good morning, colleagues. In order to be officially admitted to the teacher education program at High Point University, our students must meet several criteria. One of these criteria is that you must have the grade of C or better in 4 education courses. 1, Education 1200, Introduction to Teaching. This course is not a requirement for those students who are at the sophomore or above level. Please check with your advisor to see if this course is required for you. The other 3 courses that are required to be admitted to the teacher education program are Education 1200, Intro to Teaching that I just said, Education 2100, Nature of the Learner, Education 2110, Introduction to Educational Technology, and Education 2200, Education for the 21st Century. Those are the 4 courses that are required with a grade of C or better. Our teacher education candidates must also have a 2.5 grade point average. One of the most important criteria to be admitted to teacher education is the Praxis 1. Some students are waived by Praxis 1, and I'll share that information as well. Praxis 1 is a standardized test which assesses a student's abilities in the areas of math, writing, and reading. These scores must be submitted to the School of Education. In order to take Praxis 1, candidates have 2 options. One is referred to as the pencil paper version. This format is similar to how most students took the SAT. If you go to www.ets.org, you can see a wealth of information. You would go to this website and go to Test, and you'll see Praxis Series Test. Clicking on this, you can see different requirements, etc. You would go to Praxis 1 and in terms of registering for the test to find out specific dates that Praxis 1 is being offered. That's the pen and paper version. Most students prefer to take Praxis 1 on the computer. This computer version test has several benefits. One, you could call today and make an appointment for next week to take the computer version. If you click on, there again, in ets.org, you can see the different centers that are available. There's probably one near you in your hometown. The nice thing about the computer version is you do not have to wait for those Saturdays to take the test. Rather, you can do it at your convenience. A second benefit of taking the computerized test is that you do not have to take all 3 tests on the same day. I would recommend that you think about the subtest you feel the strongest for. If that is math, I would recommend that you go take the math portion the first time. That would allow you to get acclimated to the testing environment. Another benefit for taking the computerized version is that you get the reading and math scores immediately and know whether you have been successful. High Point University has a software package that we strongly encourage you to utilize. This program allows you to take practice versions of the practice test. For you to take these practice tests, I would recommend that you contact Mr. Craig Curdy in the Office of Academic Support. He's located on the 4th floor of Smith Library and can be emailed at curty@highpoint.edu. There are also a wide variety of test packages, booklets, that you can take to practice for this important test. In order to be waived from Praxis 1, you must submit your SAT or ACT scores to the School of Education at High Point University. A 550 on reading, a 550 on the verbal SAT will waive you from the reading and writing portion of Praxis 1. A 550 on the math SAT will waive you from the math portion of the Praxis 1. However, If you have an 1100 composite score on the SAT, which excludes the writing portion, you have been waived from all 3 portions of Praxis 1. I hope that applies to you. For our ACT score, it is a score of 24 or higher, which would allow you to be waived from the Praxis 1. This information is crucial to those of you who are planning to take 3,000 or above courses beginning next semester. For being admitted to the teacher education program is required in order to take 3,000 or above education courses. This information needs to all be submitted via Foliotech, which is a software program that each teacher education candidate needs to purchase. If you have questions regarding the application process, please feel free to email me or your advisor or our outstanding administrative assistant, Mrs. Jody Moser, who can be reached at jmoser@highpoint.edu. Being admitted to the teacher education program at High Point University is a great honor, but we do expect students to demonstrate prerequisite knowledge, skills, and dispositions in order to be admitted and to take the 3,000 and above education courses. Good luck.